go slower here. Now, how you doing, brother? All right. I'm 62 years old. Been in the construction and real estate and development industry for almost 40 years now. I had this unfortunate incident 1 year and 145 days ago, but who's counting? But I'm blessed and keeping it moving. That day, it was a really beautiful day. So I turned down the air conditioner in the house. And at 1 a.m., while we were sleeping, I got up to go turn the thermostat up and went out into the hallway, walked down the hardwood floor and slipped backwards. And my heel went up and my neck hit the door jamb and knocked my C5 through C7 out. I didn't know what happened. My wife, she woke me up in the middle of the floor and she told me, I don't think that you can move. When I got into the ER surgeon told me, Mark, you had 15 minutes to make a decision. I'm like, what do you mean? He said, each time you move your mouth or your face, you're severing nerves and you could die right there. So my wife, she leaned down on my face. She said, Mark, you promised me that you're gonna go through that surgery and you're gonna come out because I need you. And she sensed that I wasn't feeling this because I was ready to pass on because I felt useless. I'm paralyzed. Because in my mind's eye, as soon as they got me through the emergent to the surgery room, operation room, I was gonna have them write DNR on me because I was ready to pass on. And I am so glad that I call it God didn't let me have my way, because I made it through the surgery, and that's when I discovered really how much impact and how much people really love me. But Thanksgiving day in the rehab center, before my wife got there, one of the nurses had moved my wheelchair away from my bed. And when I woke up, the room was dark and my wheelchair was about 7 feet away from my bed. And I couldn't reach it, and it made me ugly cry. I broke down horribly. That was, I call it my hardest cry that day, Thanksgiving Day. The slowest, shortest man in the room has arrived. That transfer in the next year, boy, it takes me 11 minutes.
I'll transfer you into that.
Yeah, you're getting it in the van. So they give you 6 to 8 weeks in regular rehab, but once you're through with that, you're pretty much kicked out on your own. And one of my wheelie friends that I had just met, they told me about Next Step. I've been at Next Step ever since. It's an amazing organization. I love those guys out there. It's helped me tremendously be able to transfer the chairs, get in and out of the cars. It's made me stronger, physically fit. The movement and the equipment that they use is different than anything that I've ever experienced. And it reactivates your body. I've got parts that are moving that my surgeon, my doctors say that's not even supposed to be. Look at my legs. I can move my legs myself, you know. Look at my feet. None of that's supposed to happen. Typical insurance does not cover this type of activity. So I was told about the scholarship, and we applied for the scholarship, and we met the guidelines, and it's been of a tremendous value to me. So I think that the donors and the supporters of Next Step don't stop, because it is really, really helping people who have suffered spinal cord injury and paralysis. It's giving them a second chance in life. I'm excited about life. I'm back to work full time. My wife tells me, you just look like you could just get up out of that chair and walk away. Being disabled with a spinal cord injury or being paralyzed, it doesn't mean that life's over. If you get the right therapy, the right training, the right support, you get a second chance at life. And I'm here I'm a proven example of you get a second chance at life. I feel great about what's going on in Next Step and what they're providing. I love them. I love them.